Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for December 8th, 2025. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle is coming out for Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. Sagittarius, we have present power here. We also have great gratitude. Some of you, your biggest strength in life is to be grateful for everything that you have. Some of you, your greatest strength, that's your greatest strength, is to be grateful. Forget what people think. Forget how people, if anyone approves of what you're doing. Spend some time on you and figuring out what you want to do. Forget what other people will say. Whether, I kid you not, they're given such a strong energy of like, you got to change, right? Your strength is, I think the biggest strength for you is if you are, especially if you're starting to feel bored with your connections, bored with your friendships, bored with your relationships, you're sick of them. That's your biggest strength right there. Spirit's like, use that. If you're bored and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, right? Say to yourself consistently, though, slow progress is still progress. I'm doing the best I can. You've got to say that to yourself 100%, because it may be that you are sick of associating with people, but you still have to deal with them. And Spirit's like, that's okay. And it could be that you're sick and tired of being judged. You're sick and tired of having to live up to other people's expectations, being approved. Like somebody, I don't approve. And it's like, I don't give a crap whether you approve or not. You may be in that space, but you can't really say anything yet. You need to see the biggest picture. The bigger picture is you. What do you want? You want success. You want success in love. You want a relationship that's going to move to a higher level of commitment. You got to accept where you are, though, first. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. And that's not acceptance is not saying, well, I got on that horse and might as well ride it, but more of a vibe of saying, this is my situation. This is what it is, but I know what I want. That automatically, boom, because I'm seeing the difference between summer and winter, which means there's a lot of activity, then there's no activity. And there's some things that you have to wait on so that you can act. I always hear that phrase, hurry up and wait, right? And I feel like you're in that space where you got to hurry up and wait. You got to hurry up and wait, and that's okay. So now that things are slowing down, they still want you to be assertive, have confidence about your next steps, be confident about what you want. Who cares what anyone else thinks? It will not matter, and it does not matter what anyone else thinks, because they don't have to be you. They don't have to walk in your shoes. They don't have the same blessings you do. Okay, because I'm seeing Jupiter returns. Jupiter returns is typically a placement wherever Jupiter was when you were born. You want to look into your chart. I do know that there's a few websites you can go to that you get a free chart, right, where you could just put your stuff in and you can find it. You want to do that, right? So you want to look into where that is. There's a few free websites. So you want to look into where Jupiter was when you were born, right? And Jupiter returns because, of course, there's transits. So wherever it was, it returns about every dozen years or so, give or take a few months. I mean, it's not like an exact science a lot of times, right? So you find out where that is. What that represents is the blessings and the benefits that you will receive, right? So we have the Saturn returns and we have Jupiter returns. And Saturn is usually the lessons we're meant to learn, but Jupiter is about a great time of expansion. This is a moment where, like, if you notice when you turn 12, all of a sudden you understand things better. You turn 24, life starts to feel a little bit sweeter. You turn 36, you know what I mean? You see the differences. So, regardless of where you are in your life right now, Jupiter returns is bringing up that there's some blessings coming into your life based on wherever that placement is for you. You want to know where that is. They're asking you to think or to focus on self, not to care. I cannot stress enough not to care what other people think about where you are. Some of you may be that type, or you may have someone in your life who it's like they're stressed out about you, they're worried about you. Maybe they give you the silent treatment when you don't do what they want. Let them, right? What is it on Coming to America? He was like, let them wait. And you got to do that. So I'm seeing rubies. Ruby usually represents the root chakra for me. But ruby, regardless of the state of the stone, because honestly, ruby, the color, that ruby red color, is not like it's not something you're going to find in nature. You have to actually process a ruby in order for it to be that color. So you could have an unprocessed ruby. Usually it's the color like mauve. Okay. It's like this color in her dress, which is maybe difficult to see. But you could have that kind of a ruby, unprocessed, raw, unfinished. That stone itself and the color vibrates on a frequency because, as you know, everything carries a frequency. it rejuvenates the body, which means that your body, you may start to feel dull, which means that you may start to feel like your skin may be dull and may start to, of course, it's cold outside, but your skin may start to become like, it may flake off. You may have dandruff and things of that nature. And it's mostly because we are holding on to things, or staying in a position, Four of Cups, where we, you know what I mean? We're not really happy with where we are. We're complacent. We're like meh about it. So your body tells a tale of where your spirit is, the condition of your spirit. So your body may be like, I can't even shed any of my old nothing. So even your cells may not even replicate. So you may want to use ruby, use that vibration to help to rejuvenate. Rejuvenation also could be like you are, exfoliating, right? Scrubbing. You can even do dry scrubbing, right? And that's like more of an Aquarian energy that you want to do just to rejuvenate yourself. And remember to say to yourself and be kind about this, right? Slow progress is still progress. I'm doing the best I can. Some of you with the great gratitude, you have Knight of Pentacles and Nine of Swords, right? I'm seeing Uranus placements in this where there's a lot of new beginnings for you, right? And so this would tell me that you should be grateful for the times that you were stressed out, that maybe you didn't keep the promises you made to yourself. Forget what other people think. Forget the person that's like, but I told you to do this and you didn't do, right? And I see the silent treatment mess going on here. But be grateful for those moments where you kept promises to yourself. Now I'm seeing angel number 111. That's a number that speaks of intuition, right? And that means that it's time for you to implement those long cherished ideas. There may be some things that you felt were right for you, but you didn't do because of other people. You're on the right track towards making your dreams a reality, though, right? And your visions. The right people, the right resources, and the right circumstances will fall into play. Don't worry about the people that don't approve. Someone will. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the person that doesn't love you for you. Someone will, right? And deception is the Queen of Wands and the Sun. Now, the deception is that you're actually happy settling for something that isn't really meant for you. Deception is like being confident, stepping out, looking good, smiling for the camera. Something's going to happen to get you to wake you up and go, this is not me. This is not it. Oh, you know what I mean? The strength in that situation, your strength, once again, your personal power, is that you are starting to realize that something is not for you. That is a strength. Some people don't realize that. They keep going through life like settling for something that ain't for them all their life, right? And they're 80 years old, laying on their deathbed. If you ever see deathbed confessions and you see how many old people saying the same thing in different words, I wish I would have told that person I loved him. I wish I would have just took the job. I wish I would have just took the time off. I wish I would have did this or that. Don't be that person. That messed me up. Like, it made me realize I got to be myself no matter what. Because, oh my gosh, just hearing those people, I was like, oh no, I don't want to be that person laying there saying, I wish I would have. Nope. So the healing light with the Hermit and Six of Swords. The healing light usually speaks of things that we have to look at, right? That usually the wounds, most wounds fester, right? These are festering things in the dark. Healing light is about applying light to it, paying attention to it, and now we're opening the wound and we're lancing it, right? Which is somewhat sometimes very painful. The healing light is to say that I know that I may be embarking on this journey alone, right? If I go against people, right, where we're saying I'm not looking for your approval, they may give you the silent treatment. They may cut things off. They may not speak to you. The healing light is knowing, first of all, I'm never really alone. Second of all, the bigger picture is I'm better company than people who only want to be around me as long as I'm doing what they want. So the healing light with the Hermit is talking about how, look, I'm good with me, right? I'm okay with me. I know I'm going somewhere better than where I'm at. So that is something within the spirit they're saying that you have as a benefit to you. The present power is about what benefits you now in your present situation. And what benefits you now is having mental clarity, knowing what's right for you, knowing who's right for you. And you do. Don't doubt that. Don't question that. I wouldn't question a doggone thing if I was in this position. Shoot. You can have success and love. You can have all the things that are meant for you. You can feel like your life is being rejuvenated, is being polished, right? because I feel that some of you feel like you're gathering dust. I mean, that's the Four of Cups energy, right? I'm gathering dust. I'm over here. I'm just like, it's dull. You want to look into your Uranus placements and Jupiter return, where Jupiter is for you and when it returns, what it brings when it comes back in. Some of you could be turning 36, 24, 48, 60. It doesn't, you don't have to be. You could be in the middle of all that, right? Just check on that and see where it is for you. Trust this process that you're going through, because happiness and new opportunities are on its way for you. Uranus placement speaks of how things are going to happen spontaneously. So yesterday you may have been good with life. Today you may wake up and say, I can't do this. And that's your benefit. That's the best thing you, Leslie, spirit tapping you on the shoulder, which is a beautiful energy to have. When spirit loves you, when you're loved by the universe, you are corrected. A lot of people take it as this is terrible, right? But it's actually the most beautiful thing that could ever happen to a person is being tapped on the shoulder. That means that they haven't given you up. You know what I mean? So you could be dealing with a Leo, a Libra heavily, Virgo, Aries, and Taurus. So you could be dealing with an Aries Taurus cusp. I'm seeing Leo Virgo cusp also, Virgo Libra. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.